There we go. Now we have audio. I don't know what's up with that. It's weird. By the way, we need to replay this. All right. 18 months. Thank you very much. Fantastic. And Zarek, yes, I can retire because I finally accomplished my lifelong dream of being on your homepage. So I'm done. By the way, if you're thinking it's not Pine Pass, it doesn't look like anything like the Pine Pass video I watched this week. Well, that's because this is about a month from now, as far as videos that go live. Which one did we just publish this week? 11? Okay. Let me look, because I don't remember. We just published 10. This is after episode 14. So this is literally a month from now. So big changes have come to Pine Pass. You can see, definitely been doing some work over here. There's a bunch of lore coming. I'm not going to get into all that. All we're doing tonight is detailing, maybe moving some utilities around and stuff like that. But all in good time, you'll see it. Hello, yes, it's Pine Pass. We need to detail. It's Pine Pass from the future. Like, that's not a Pine Pass that went live this week. This is not. That's a huge industry. Which I wanted to check. Is it making? Oh yeah, it's making money. Yes, time travel. Yes, this is 4 weeks from now. We have ourselves a nice little ore industry here. Let's let you take a look at that. And if you caught it, you caught it. If you didn't, well, we're gonna slip back below, but we've been bouncing back and forth. But this is kind of like, oh, well, hello. That was very loud. This is gonna abandoned again. See, I made these historical because they're. Why is Rocket in the Discord overlay? Oh, because he's still in the Discord. But the better question is, why is the Discord overlay there? Let me fix that. Discord overlay should be. It's because he's still in the live stream channel. Also, I need to bump down the volume, probably bump up my mic because I turned it down earlier. Let me know if I'm too quiet, too loud, anything like that. But I made these historical because I wanted to have buildings here that didn't have any parking on them along the pedestrian area. Sadly, anytime they run into problems, I have to just reset them. And you made me think of an ice cream shop in a snowy area. I don't know if it's still true, but way back in the day, I used to work for a grocery store. And we sold more ice cream during the winter than we did during the summer. Also, this has been bugging me. And I noticed it a long time ago and just keep forgetting to fix it. But this little stub right here is not a pedestrian path. Alright, friends, let's take wagers. Has the Christmas tree gotten any visitors recently? The town has grown. It's up to nearly 23,000. Do you think the Christmas tree has gotten any visitors? Survey says 2. We got 2 visitors. And 1 tourist. So actually, you got 3. All citizens love the Christmas tree. No, apparently only 2 of them. We're actually up to no end. No one ever visits the poor Christmas tree. So we're going to start off our detailing over here in the park. I think it would be important to get the park kind of finally just separated from this busy road. It's just kind of exposed right now. I also want to go check and see if there's any other tree other than pine trees on this map to justify the usage of any other tree. And Nope. There's just isn't, so we'll just keep using pine trees. Okay, we jumped up here. Though, what does that young linden look like in the wintertime? It looks dead is how it looks. Okay. So be it. But what we could do is maybe use, like... Boreal pine probably going to be too tall. Yeah, that's no. Do we have any other pines in this content creator pack? Well, it's not a pine, but I thought we had... Oh yeah, generic pine tree. That's not bad. We'll do that on the paths. At least the paths that have trees on them. Not all the paths have trees on them. So... But that's all we're really going to do tonight, is just kind of detail Pine Pass. It needs it. Desperately needs it. It's, you know, not the happiest place when it comes to detailing. And then we're going to come through here with these, or do we want to use maybe these because they're nice and tall, but yet have stuff low to the ground. What's going to give us the most seclusion? Let's come in here. So that actually is a pretty tall trunk. That's a little lower to the ground, and then there's this one. But it too, its canopy is up high. So let's go check our other pine trees. These are the ones that we've been using, these conifers. They're huge, and again, the canopy's up really high. And we're trying to create, like... Whoa, geez, that thing is massive. I want one. Right there. There you go. Massive tree. Sees big tree, immediately places it. I don't know that we have too many other, pine trees. I could do junipers, but are junipers an evergreen? That's looking pretty leafy. Yeah, let's do a row of junipers. I'm not going to use the prop line tool. I'm just going to come through here and just eyeball it. Just going to create a line all the way down both sides of the road. It's going to take a while because I'm not using the prop line tool. I mean, the prop line tool is fine. And this is probably the type of place you would want to use it, but in my opinion, it's just a little too perfect. I know a really good landscape architect would be able to get a row of trees in a perfectly straight line, but I like just the slight variations I get by using the mouse and having the game autosave and jump like that when I need to put down a tree. I don't actually like that bit, but whatever. We'll do something different down the walkways. Wow, they can get in the park for free right there. No! Shall not use my park for free. Granted, they did for free right there too, but so I guess I didn't need to delete that after all. I don't know. I'm already this far into it, and I may switch the prop line tool. This is already getting monotonous. We got a long way to go. Yeah, screw it. Use the prop line tool. That lasted forever. Need to adjust our spacing though. A little less. A little less. That's good. There you go. Yeah, that's definitely quicker. This game. I'm so looking forward to Cities Skylines 2 just to have it on a modern game engine that can do more than quad core. Why not let people into the park for free? It might be free. I don't know. They're getting in for free regardless. I mean, there's all these. Whether I'm charged or not doesn't matter. They've got tons of places they're getting in for free. Well, because I'm a heartless bastard, that's why. I'll let him in my park for free. There we go, and then we will do the same down this side. Even though this isn't part of the park yet. Actually, what is that? That's the forestry. I don't want that to be exposed. We want to show off the pride and joy of Sterling Davies. I don't have my cheat sheet of all my lore up, so I gotta just manually remember everybody's names. I'm just looking forward to Cities Skylines too. Like, I don't get this lag when I record. When I'm just recording, it's not a problem, but when I stream, it is unpleasantly laggy. So, I don't know if it'll be this summer or not. You know, I hate to dig too deep into speculation. What does this look like from first-person view? I need to borrow you. I like it. I like it, actually. That's... It's just low enough you can see in, but dense enough that it definitely provides some screening. So cool. I don't know. I know that, you know, like, a lot of people have been asking a lot of questions on Twitter. Just about release time frames and, you know, performance requirements, all kinds of stuff that people have just been going nuts asking about. And they just keep basically saying the same thing. You know, we want to give Cities Skylines the send-off it deserves. So they've actually got something planned for a send-off of Cities Skylines. Don't have any clue what that might be, obviously, but I think this park needs more stuff in it. Like, so much of it's just there. So I'm thinking a holiday release, or maybe a month or two before the holidays. That's my guess, but I don't know. Oh, I thought we already had a World Tour stuff. Not that I think too many people are going to use a gazebo in the snow, but that doesn't fit. Chessboard doesn't fit. Might just have to be the gazebo right there. Yep. Just, well, we could do like another cafe, maybe. No, we can't. You're open for October? Yeah, that'd be a good night. I'm looking forward to it just for these performance issues to be a thing of the past. I get frustrated when I'm streaming it because I've got, you know, beastie computer, and yet we wind up dealing with lag the entire time, and that's just so irritating. We've already got a ton of... By the way, if you hear a rumbling noise in the background occasionally, I don't think the microphone's picking it up, but just in case you do, it's just my mom out in the living room watching movies with her soundbar that has a massive subwoofer on it. We're gonna put a few of these over here. Not a lot. That's enough of those. And then we're going to switch to these to fill up the rest of it. I want to leave some open spaces. I mean, even though this is a winter map, you would still want to leave just some open space for people to take advantage of. You know, I don't think people are really going to be going on picnics in the winter, though. Maybe. I've never lived somewhere where it snows year-round, so maybe people do that. But my thought is, you know, bring the kid to the park, but then the kid has room to build a snowman. You know, just something. You know, so we're gonna leave a few white spaces, quite literally white spaces, a few open spaces here. But a lot of it we're gonna kind of make basically we're pouring lighter fluid on it because of the way this game is with landscaping. Fill in this corner, but leave that other corner open. Might give it one right there. There we go. We're gonna make this pretty dense, this whole area. I want to build a snowman. I love building snowmen. Really freaking good at it. I can build a good snowman. But that's, you know, that's not a ton of detailing, but that area looks 100 times better now. It just does. So what I want to do is come in along these paths with... What did we use here? This one? Yep. I want to bring these in down these paths. Just to get it... Just to make it feel like a nicer place than it is. It's feeling pretty gross in a lot of areas. It's because I haven't, like... I mean, we're 14 episodes in, and I've only spent one video detailing. So, it's long overdue. And that was, like, what, the third video in the series? I think. I'm pretty sure it was the third video in the series. You know, I kind of am okay with the fire station having direct access to the park back here. But we will kind of shield the crematorium. That's not the thing you want to see when you're at the park. Like, look, honey, that's where we sent Grandma. Oh, man. I have a very twisted sense of humor. Uh-oh. Oh, no, it's on. Yeah. You might want to see it when you're in the park. You want to see the crematorium when you're in the park. I'll start it. There are a lot of dark jokes to be made. No doubt. Like, no doubt. I don't want to go here because I want to leave that view into that area open. So, like, I don't want a whole lot of landscaping right here. But at the same time, it's just kind of... It's just kind of there, you know? That's what we already had, right? This is Ice Sculpture Park. Oh, that's Park Plaza. Somewhere, oh yeah, there's the Ice Sculpture Park. So I think we had some Ice Sculpture Park somewhere. Yeah, I don't really know, like... I mean, we put 2 more Park Plazas in, but then that just seems like overkill. I just don't want anything too vertical, blocking the view. You know what I mean? I guess what I could do is, if I can remember where they are. Hold on, I think I have a solution here. Are they in fences? Yeah, I don't know. Not that one, though. No, that would work. That's terraforming. It's not what I was expecting to get, but this is the one I was thinking of. None of these. Oh, here's one that's for... Ah, perfect. This is one that's for snowfall. Well, that's really tall, though. Are they both the same height? Yeah, I don't want that. That's just too tall. They're all really tall. I wanted the lower one. Okay, if that's the case, then we can just go grab the one that is in the Park Life DLC down here. It sits lower to the ground. There's this one with flowers, but it just doesn't... It's just a blob at one time. Yeah. Oh my god, the game is so laggy. It drives me nuts. Yeah, it's just kind of a blob. So is that. I mean... At least that has some color. I suppose. I gotta try to line these up. Oh no. Also, that's not following that line. I thought it was. It looks lined up, but when I go to place the next one, okay, maybe it was just that first one that was off. And right about there, and then we'll go back a little bit. Bump that one over. Cool, and then grab these. I don't even know if I'm going to wind up liking this. Grab these, copy in place, and go across the street. I haven't had a chance to check it out yet. That did not... Yeah, that looks terrible. Like, I briefly... Actually, no, I did edit down the video, but I didn't, like, watch it super close. Just to get it ready for my portion. Yeah, I don't like these. These don't look good from every angle. What kind of video there? Maybe just a fence will be enough. Maybe. Hello? So I have the upgrade tool on. So next week's video of the two guys build a city will be Kiltastic's build. And then the week after that, and it's already uploaded, will be just my build. The way they work when Kiltastic is building is like the first, I don't know, first 10 minutes of the video is sped up footage of his build, and then me after that. Maybe we could come back to these and just like screen here. Right along the edge of the building. Like that. And then do the same over here. Oh, I'm gonna curse the lag line, aren't I? I mean, it's better than nothing, but I still don't like just all the white space that's there. That's monstrously huge. We could fit snowman parks in if I had just put a fence there, but I did just put a fence there, so. I just don't know what else to put there, because like any of the other normal shrubs and grasses and things just are gonna look like rhododendrons. They're just ice covered nothing, and there's no color here, nothing. Let's see what a road looks like though. I mean, I know rhododendrons survive cold climate winters. I mean, obviously they're not green, they're not blooming, but I know they survive. Wild hedge, kind of the same thing. I mean, it has shape, but no color. I don't know what to do. I don't like any of it. Do a row of these really tight here. Let's see what we can come up with. I can already tell I don't like it though. I mean, I guess it gives the fence more presence, but maybe then Okay, I think I know what would do it. I know what'll solve this predicament. Swap the fence and the plazas. Maybe. I think this would be the solution. Again, just trying to keep this nice and open, because now what I can do is not know where I am because of lag. We can bring these down like this right here. And we don't really need to do the same on this side because it's kind of already pretty covered by trees. Now, just bring the fence in up here. Like so. And there. And right across there. You gotta make sure you get the angle right on this first one, because then if you don't, when you go into the second one with angle on, it looks funky. Yep, that does it for me. I just needed to switch the two. So now we've got like this formal corner here that kind of funnels your eye into the park. And that's what I was wanting to have. That works. We don't need any landscaping in that white space. It can just stay as is. And it'll be fine. So that gets the park done. I don't know that I'm going to do anything over here with Sterling Lumber. Man, this place, all it needs is employees, and it's upgrading. That's it. But I don't have any room. Like, I don't have any room to put anything else here. I mean, it's eventually... We've talked about this in the videos. No, I haven't tried it, but this is the cream soda one. I haven't even seen the strawberries and cream. But yeah, eventually, Davy's Lumber is going to relocate up here. We're going to have a road that kind of meanders up, and we're going to flatten out a big space up here, and then we're going to kind of terrace this side coming down. It's kind of hard to see, but there's a more pronounced hill here than there is here. So I'm going to try to terrace our way down and maybe even get some homes up there. Because it's kind of a natural flow. But we're going to go up here and probably level everything off to probably like not this highest elevation, because then we'd get some weird stuff. But we may just level off a big pad off of like here and just eat out a lot of it. Though I don't know that we have to, because lost. Can this area of town just stop catching on fire, please? Every time I look at it, this corner is on fire. Every single time. It's worse than Verde Beach. By the way, congrats to City Planner Plays for getting recognized for one of the Cities of the Year of 2022 for Verde Beach. So I want to do something better along here. Like, there were just trees already here, but I don't know. I want to do... I don't know what I want to do is the problem. It's just so limited on what trees are available. I want to leave those there. Because what do we do other than just a bunch of pine trees? Those I put in to hide that back there. Again, spoilers. But look, it's effective. You don't see it. You, from here, can kind of occasionally catch a glimpse of it on this highway. But for the most part, the forest hides that waste facility, which I'm very, very pleased by. When do we get... Probably 28,000? 28,000. I don't want to mess with too much sewage. Because we've moved our geothermal out here. And I need to, like... I don't know, I need to do something different here. I don't quite like how it is. I don't know if I just need to bring it, like, back closer to the tracks and then, like, fence it off just to make it feel separate. Maybe, you know what? I think that is the answer, isn't it? Yeah, that's the answer. So we're gonna climb to the great heights of realism here. But I don't know how much farther I can go over because that will eventually be right up against the tracks. And I don't want it too close. Oh, it'll be alright. And that should give us enough separation. I need to pause, though. Since these are heated, we gotta sever the pipes that are here, or the buildings will try to snap to those pipes. And I don't want that. I just want to bring them in like this. And then we'll bring these in over here. Come on. There you go. There, and then we'll get the pipes reestablished. Like that, and go there, go there, and ding, ding, and ding, and ding for redundancy. Cool. And then I think if we just bring like a fence to kind of separate this off, it'll feel like a place. You would think though that like a massive geothermal plant like this, that especially, you know, something this significant, would have some sort of office next to it. Like with the snow dump, I put the road maintenance depot out here just because it, I don't know, I think it makes it feel a little more authentic. In fact, I want to move it there because that gives us, that tells us this is the road maintenance campus. All of this is theirs. And they've got that sign right there. This is land that the city had to hand over to the state in exchange for some funding for another project. Let's get a fence in around this. Probably the oil industry fence, I would assume, would be our best one for here. Just run that to there, and then we'll run it up there a little bit for now, and we'll figure out where we need to go from that. And we're going to bring this all the way out to the road here. Here, I want to bring the road and just bring it up to where we want to turn around down here. I don't know that we need it because they would pull into that facility and then pull back out. So yeah, we don't need the road. Where we're going, we don't need roads, etc., etc. And then hopefully I can get this to just squeak by down here. Ooh. Okay. Alright. We're going to be like that, are we? We will just back that off a little bit. And I want just the fence. And wha-bam. Yeah, I think that feels better. Just having a fence around it. I'm curious, though. I'm gonna go to the Googles real quick. Pardon me while I pause. I just want to look at geothermal plants and see. I doubt they have any, like, landscaping near them. Seems like an area that would probably be just pretty clear-cut when it went in, and yeah, I'm right. Just looking at, yeah, they're not nice places. They're not pretty places at all. Okay, cool. Just remember the hockey game is on. I am more important than hockey in my mind. The fence does slope down on this corner, but whatever. It's okay. So yeah, I think that makes it feel a little bit better. I wish I had signs and stuff in this game to make like a little custom, hey, here's the heating plant side. And I think we ought to do something similar here, but first I need to fix a mistake I made by not grading this out before I built up here, which was a bad thing on my part. So we're just gonna cheat, aka use move it. I'm gonna bring all of that node and that node at the same elevation, so we'll just bring all of that down. And then we'll come back in with the softened terrain brush should take care of this now that it's all at one level. Yeah. I'm gonna do that. Oh, I missed the building. So the building's just kind of like up there, chilling in its own little world. Why is that not? There we go. And we'll come back in with the brush. We're gonna flatten this area right by the building. Go ahead and take a little bit of this hill out. A lot of this hill, to say. There we go. And then we're gonna smooth that off right around there. Yeah, that feels better. And we can also probably get a connection in eventually here. I want to bring this neighborhood out just a little bit more, and then a little bit more this way eventually. I'm going to try not to do any building tonight, though. I really just want to keep this a detailing video or stream. So I need to kind of rethink. What are you? Waste transfer facility. The big eco sewage plant thingamabobber is 9 by 10. And I know we're a long way from having that unlocked, but eventually I want to replace these out here with that. And I'm almost wondering if maybe we should orient the road this way. I don't know. Let's look at our elevation. Yeah, see, that goes up quite a bit there. In fact, what kind of slope is that? Are those trucks gonna... Yeah, it's fine. So what do I have here? Let's see. So that's 10. I wouldn't be able to get quite 2 of them in back to back that direction. But maybe if we brought like over here, we could get like 2 on this side, 2 on this side. That would work. But again, I kind of want this to feel like its own place. I want it to, just like we did here, you know, we've got, sure, a road going off to it, but it's been separate. I don't know what to do to fix that. What I do know I want to do, though, is come into my forest brush, and I don't remember which one of these brushes is the right one. Just can't remember. Clearly not this one, it looks like. Even though that one says pine, I did not see any pines. What's in Pine Pass? Is it just these 2? Yeah. Well, I want to fill in some of these trees I took out while building this place. I don't want to go crazy because it is, you know, a mining facility that got basically flattened. I just want to kind of screen it a little bit from the town, just a smidge. I want this to still be visible, though, and I'm not going to spoil why, but this is actually part of our story now. That's there, and I left these buildings for a reason. Oh, I know what I never did. Yeah, here we go. Here's something we can work on. You're going to have to go get food. No, you don't. You don't have to go get... Yeah, let's get these rocks back in here. I think that'll give us some nice visual interest. Whoa, no, I don't want to do that big. Actually, let's just use the forest brush. Send right here. Bring that up and around right about there. But yeah, so these three little buildings and this building are all part of our story, basically. Let's grab another one of these and just start dropping them in the quarry where we can. So can we align those to train height? We cannot. But what if I... That's what I thought. If I just use move it and push up, it just magically fills in a little gap somehow. Don't ask me how, because I don't know. So we're going to move a bunch of these. In fact, let's just grab them all real quick. Oh, what else is here, though? Oh, just a bunch of other smaller rocks. And then we're going to duplicate all that in place and put it... that's not going to work. It's too big. I got overzealous and grabbed too many at once. So let's just move them. Is there a way to, like... I can only duplicate them in place. I'm going to throw a bunch of them back here. Alongside where we have done unspeakable things to Mother Earth. And again, all I'm doing is selecting these and then hitting page up. I could probably do home. No, home doesn't work. So page up until it gets rid of the bumpy stuff that's around all the rocks. Something I just learned was even possible just the other day. I have that little one right there, please. Thank you. Because I was trying to do something with rocks. I don't remember what. And they just kept changing the land they were on. I'm like, well, why can't I align these to train height? Don't know why you can't, but this works just as well. We still have one right here. So select it, page up. And the land just comes right back. So yeah, that's not too bad. Got some big rocks here, you know, kind of towards the edge of our quarry. And then I want to go get some of these other ones. So we're going to get rid of these ones that we've moved, which were these. We'll say sayonara to them. And then we will grab these. I want to bring these in back here. Ooh, that's a lot of little ones that I grabbed and did not realize. I don't want all those little ones. Those are trees. Okay, yeah, I don't want the trees. Let's just select the rocks individually then. It's going to take longer, but I'll be happier with the results in the end. I guess we could do some of these little ones. An old rusted out car. Oh, I want that. I want to move that over there. Fact. Well, we'll come back and get it in a minute. And there was an old rusted out car prop, but I like it. So I want these kind of like there. That works. And unselect those, and then one by one. Fix the ground underneath them. Maybe. Can I have that one? Thank you. You guys know anybody else that says please and thank you and apologizes to the video games? Oops. I do. I apologize to video games. Well, stuff in video games. Good, pretty good. I like the little cluster of trees up there. So now we'll come... Oh, Mom's watching something particularly violent, it seems. Room's wall is shaking. The living room is just on the other side of this wall right here. Man. I don't know, though. I don't think this really fits the story to have an old beat-up car out here. Yeah. On second thought, it doesn't fit the story then. We haven't gotten that far in the story for the public videos yet, so I don't want to ruin it, spoil it. So suffice to say, the car won't work. So we're gonna say goodbye to the car. Goodbye, car. You do the same? Do you really? That's this guy. Seems like a lot of extra effort just for a mining area, but I think it's worth it. I think it kind of makes it feel a little more authentic as a place that we're crushing up rocks to extract ore from. To have some bigger rocks still just kind of chilling. I mean, there were a bunch more out here to start with. I moved a ton of them out of the way. So we've got like rock slides and all kinds of crazy stuff happening. Is that one that's down? No, it's this one. This one? Which one is making this big hole? That one? There it is. No, yeah, it definitely makes it feel more alive. So then, that was... Okay, can we not? That was this little section. We just got these left. And we will put these kind of here in this little area. Don't have anything here. We may even add some more to that. Let's now go in and actually look. Where are those? Where are the rocks? I don't remember. Probably another tab called rocks. Yeah, that'd be my guess. Just add a couple more in here. I wish these could, like, I need procedural objects is what I need. Do what I really want to do here. Just bring that in like that. And that looks good. I want a lot of it to be just open. I also want it to kind of have more of this, and I think this is sand, but on a snow map. If I recall correctly. What is that then? I thought it was sand. What is sand? Aha, okay. So I just have my brush strength up enough. And I want to kind of just dot that around in some places. Just to kind of complete the look here. I don't want to go too heavy with it. But just here and there. Just some... I don't know, it just makes it look a little more dingy. You know, it just... I don't know why the snow wouldn't be sticking in those places, but whatever. I just kind of like the aesthetic that it gives here. Yeah, that feels better. Feels more consistent. And it's pretty screened off. We could do it maybe a little bit more tree cover right here in this corner. Like maybe get it really nice and dense right along the fence. And even on both sides of the fence. Because again, we are going to bring this neighborhood out just a little bit more, so it would be nice to screen it. And again, I know I referenced this area a lot, but where I lived in Missouri, there was like right by a lot of residential and a lot of commercial. There's this quarry. Matter of fact, it's right behind some apartment buildings. It was just there. And it took up quite a chunk of room. Taper those off just to get this area filled in. And where it was near the apartments, if I remember correctly, like right behind the apartments, it just looked like thick woods. Let's look at that real quick. See if I can take any more inspiration from it. And it was... why did I just do Springfield? Springfield, Missouri. A lot of Springfields in this country. But it was right by the bike path that I took to go to the nature center. Right down, and it's even down by my favorite park, which I lost it. It moved, and when I zoomed, and I lost it. Where am I? Okay, it's this way somewhere. There we go, Sequoia Park. So like right, yeah, right here is Big Quarry. Right, you wouldn't know it, but yeah, look at that, just huge quarry, and all around it are trees. Even when you drive down this street that goes right next to it, you don't see it because it's just dense line of trees all the way around it. Um, the only place you ever see it is down here on this road, at the entrance to it. Like you can see there's something industrial there, but even then, it's not like you don't really see because it's there's the big hill, there's lots of trees. Yeah, this bike path right here, and then it goes across and it just meanders. So my house was like up that way, just up that way and up the hill. So I could ride right down the hill, jump on this bike path, and this goes all the way out that way, all the way over to the nature center. And it was another way to get to the nature center. What's really cool is somewhere was it that way or is it more down here? I think it's more down this way. There's like a bar and grill. Yeah, it's down here, I'm pretty sure. Whoa. Oh, that ruins this area. Ew. They tore down a bunch of houses to build that. That's disgusting. That's new since I lived there. This was all just a bunch of quaint little houses. And they must have bought them all. And they like, see how tree covered that side is? That whole hill was like that. They just came in and bought up all those houses and just. And this area, it's called Galloway Village. And it felt like a village. Like it was a lot of older style. Oh my god, they bought the whole there you go. This is what used to be there. Oh my god, talk about ruining a place with development. How do I get back down to where the development's happening? Do I have to go to the other side of the street? It was, I know it's not much to look at, but it was better than when you would go down the bike trail. It felt like you were away from everything. I want to find the Galloway Village, the little bar that there it is. So, or maybe it's on this side. Pretty sure it was that though. Yeah, right here. You can see there's this bar and grill. The bike path actually winds up going behind it right here. Well, maybe not anymore. It looks. Oh no, here it is. My bad. My bad. Galloway Grill Hamburgers. The bike path goes right behind it, and if you look, they've got an entrance off the bike path. And they used to even have like bike stands there for you to lock up your bike. So like while you were biking, because this bike trail is part of a trail that covers the entire state of Missouri, like the entire state. Yep, there we go. I went a little past it, but yeah, got a place for you to lock up your bikes. And then you used to be able to go in back here, but it looks like they've changed it. That used to be a door you could go in. Maybe they moved it down here because this is new. This little covered area, Huh. Yeah, they used to be able to go in that back door that was right there. It was a glass door. Are you getting a new e-bike tomorrow? Nice. Yeah, this little bit that juts out used to have a little glass door in it, and that was the second entrance in. It's kind of sad that they got rid of the other entrance. Looked like they had to put something there. And there was a window there. You could, yeah, right. See, Snack Shack? That used to be a window. You could ride up to you on your bike and ring a bell, and you could order stuff. Oh, it's sad that they got rid of the window. I wonder why. I am so disappointed with what they've done. That ugly development up this way. Oh, it's so ugly. It's so ugly. Whatever. Back to the game. But yeah, you could just ride your bike right up to it. So now I'm torn. Do we go ahead and hide this? So essentially what I'm doing with the lore of this city is these four buildings were kind of all that remains of the first attempt at mining in this area. Um, and it's the same company coming back like probably 100 years later after just tragic events. And they didn't want to just obliterate the history of the place. And so they preserved these four buildings. And that's why they're here at the entrance. It's kind of like set pieces as you go in. But I almost feel like maybe we should hide the whole thing behind trees. Just maybe really just do like a line across here. Like just follow that line that's coming off of that. And just kind of do that. And then when you come back here, then you can see the place right there. That works. That'll work. What I don't have back here is any employee parking. Not that we really need it, but it will make the place look a little more authentic. Yeah, Eric, some are. Like Gina was telling me when she went to Seattle, she's like, I could walk everywhere. When she actually finally got to go to the studio for the first time. So that's a fair bit of employee parking right there. That's not enough, though. I mean, this place would employ, well, I mean, in the game, it employs 1,300 people. That's nowhere near 1,300 parking spots. I like biking. I'm just too out of shape to do it. I would like to actually get an exercise bike, though, and start getting back into it. I don't want to go everywhere, though, because I forgot that I did have some zoning. So what we'll do is take a look at our train right here. Get like one in there and one in there. You wish Seattle was real? Seattle's not real? Yeah, I really, really, really want an exercise bike, but I need one that's collapsible because I don't have anywhere to permanently put it. Like at all. There's just nowhere in the whole house. This house is just filled to the brim with stuff. Where else is it zoned? I don't want to put parking along the main road in because that's just a bit ridiculous. So my only other place really is back here that I could put a few more lots. There we go. If I could, I would get a dog, but the dog we have does not get along well with other dogs. The dog my parents have, it's not my dog. I don't like that dog at all. She just does not get along well with other dogs at all. So I'm afraid if I got a puppy, she would bully it. I want a Doberman so bad, man. I've talked about my Doberman many, many times, but I adored that dog. So in general, I think this is an area we kind of just want to cover up with trees. I'm still not happy with our solution for the railroad, by the way. It's just, it's a bit much. But I couldn't figure out how to connect that one that came in to, because it used to just run up here, and then it came up in here, and then did a weird turnaround, and then went back out. But obviously, I needed it to get over the highway better. Did it, or maybe it just dead ended. No, the railroad always came up here. It went over the highway at some point. I don't remember where. I think further down here. But I had to change things around. And granted, I now have an opportunity to bring this road in underneath if I want to. Which I may do. I don't know that we're going to need to really build anything out this direction, honestly. But it just starts sloping so quick. I mean, there's a bit of a flat space that we could use back here. Realistically, I probably never will, though. Maybe this is where we could move the geothermal power plants. That would pair well with geothermal heating plants, which I probably shouldn't have fenced off because eventually we will need more. We're low on water. Yeah, low on water. I'm just not sure. But let's come in and get some trees along the highway here just to kind of separate this off. It just doesn't feel nice. I think we also might want to just go ahead and put in sound walls on the highway. I think that would look a little bit better. And would probably actually happen because of how close everything is right there. Just throw some sound walls on. That works. And then I need to fix this bridge. Cars or trucks clear it, but just barely. It's a bit too close, in my opinion. So we're gonna bring both these up a fair amount here. Wait, where does that light pole finally emerge? Right there. You have lights on both sides. You can do. And then let's reslope this to make it look better. If I can remember how to click tools. So I'm gonna go from there to right there. 2.5% is a bit much. But it's just gonna have to be a bit much. And then from here to here. That's better. 0.7. And the reason I say it's just going to have to be a bit much is we have this bridge here, so I can't bring this up any higher. Then we'll have another bridge I can't get over. I think it looks all right. I think it'll work. Let's get all this crap out of the way and go back to looking at detailing along the highway here. And I think just some trees is all we really need, like just to either side. Nothing fancy at all. Just bring the brush size down and just dot this with trees just to fill in the gap here. You know, because this is a little neighborhood right here. They sit just outside of the city limits. They're in the county. But that doesn't mean that they should have to put up with the sound from the highway. And we'll continue that right up to the ramp. Lovely. Go down and back this way. And I'm not going to fill in anything here, so we're just going to go right up to the edge of the state highway that's running out there. That is a 4-lane highway right there. Just a very small one. Fill all of that area in. And then back over here behind the trade school, I might want to do, just for this area, something a bit more formal, and then kind of resume with just spamming the trees back here. Yep. And I don't know that we're going to build anything in this area. I haven't really decided yet. ahead and give them some seclusion here. And I think I'll even hide the highway that's right here. Just kind of fill in that corner a bit. And yeah, that already feels better. However, what doesn't feel good is all of these trees that are on tree-lined streets. They're not good. So I've got conifer 1, wild conifer, which I think we decided was too big for the streets, right? Yeah. You can't even see the street anymore. Like, you imagine driving through there? Look at that. Hey, hold on. Yeah, that's problematic. You're definitely gonna bust your windshield and dent your roof and probably get decapitated by several branches here. Yeah, that is not a tree meant to be on the side of the street. Not at all. So let's continue looking at different pine trees. Maybe this is where we go to the juniper again. Oh, those are tiny. Let's get really small on there. That actually, I kind of like it. Do I have any other evergreens? A super tall tree. I don't thank you. It remove the snow. It remove the top of your car is what it'll do. That looks like evergreen. It's not. That is definitely a leafy tree. That is not an evergreen. I did not know I had so many trees in here. Siberian pine. Ooh. I wish that I could get away with that, but no. I like it though. Generic fruit trees. Okay, so we're out of trees there. What about the pines that we do have in here? Boreal pine. Yeah, that's just not a street tree. It's just too much. That could work because it is, the canopy goes up and even that big trunk clears it. But are they too big? Let's see here. I'm thinking they're gonna be a little too large and just make this area feel a little too closed in. I mean, it's not gonna stop me from, putting them all in. We can change them later if I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it. And he continues clicking anyway. That's because I've got to commit. I got to do the whole thing. I like it. Yep, juniper it is. Now to find it again. Hey, what are you? Again, I think it's just a little too tall. Though that might be a good tree to use elsewhere on the map because it is an evergreen. Where's my juniper? Where is it? I know it exists. Juniper, where are you? Pass it. Ah. Some palm trees? Sure. Let's just see what a palm tree would look like. There you go. Palm trees. Very, very icy palm trees. Those things would be dead. We had a cold snap when we lived in Texas. We had one of the I don't know the different species of palm trees, but one of the ones that don't get really tall, they just like the whole thing was probably like the canopy of it probably about 12 feet tall in the front yard, but the trunk, it didn't grow up. It was more like a palm bush, but it was actually a tree. And we got a cold snap where it got down into the 40s for like a couple days. And we got some ice, and that thing nearly up and died. It just, like, that next summer, it did not do well at all. Like, it was just brown and sickly looking. It was not a happy tree at all. Yeah, I think these junipers. Excuse me, I think these junipers are fine. Why am I so sleepy? They shouldn't be. So now back here, we've got all of this lovely open space. I think I am going to go ahead and zone a small little house right here. I wasn't going to. I wanted to leave it open for the fountain view, but I think it'll be alright. It'll be just fine. Should order pizza tonight? I tell you what, my dude, you send me the money and I'll order a pizza. I can't afford that shit. This looks like it should have a path leading up to those doors, doesn't it? It really does. I don't know if they're gonna bring any food tonight or not, but you know, my parents are religious people. We've talked about this many times. And yesterday, their pastor's wife brought by, granted, not my favorite, but a bunch of food from Olive Garden. Not a fan of Olive Garden, really, but like, brought by 3 different entrees, 3 huge salads, like a box that wide and that deep and that tall full of their breadsticks, and then 2 big old buckets of their soup. Because my mom just had surgery, and I guess because the woman of the house is not able to do anything, man. Whatever. I'm not gonna get into that side of it. I'm just not. Yeah, they brought by a lot of food. It's like $100 worth of Olive Garden food, and I had some of the soup tonight. My dad just like threw it in the crock pot earlier, and it was good. It had like sliced potatoes, just they were like about that thick, but still round. And some kind of spicy Italian sausage in it. And I don't know what type of vegetables, but oh my god, it was good. I'm just gonna kind of dot some of these boreal pines just around this general area. Actually, we're gonna bring a straight line of them right here, just to kind of, because these are like the campus clubs. Just want to kind of make them feel a little bit more. But it was really good. It was really good. This area is just kind of here. I think what I need to do is get rid of the trees usually that are in here, which weren't very many. And then I don't know what to do with this space. Maybe just leave it open. I haven't heard anything to leave it just wide open. I mean, it's kind of what it's supposed to be, is like a commons area. With the 2 statues and the fountain. By the way, is this statue just not the creepiest freaking thing you've ever seen? I never really stopped and looked at it till the other day. It's like this mask with like a graph coming out of the back of it, but then there's an arrow and see, it's a chart. I mean, out of the, it's supposed to symbolize somebody thinking about graphs. I don't know. It's creepy. This one over here is just a sundial. So I wish they all had the same texture. Yeah, I think I'm just going to leave this open. Maybe do a little bit of screening back away from all this. You like it? I think it's creepy as fuck. Let's go back to the juniper here. And what we'll do is fill in the gaps between the ones in the street. The soup was really good, and I don't know what, I don't know if it was just the broth from the Italian sausage or what. Thank God, it was tasty, tasty. Pull over! Whoop, whoop. It's the sound of the police. Sorry. And then back here, we'll just kind of just do a little cluster. Same over in this corner, just like a little cluster. And a little cluster back here. I mean, I don't want to overdo it. But like the back of the cafeteria, not all that interesting to look at, so we could probably get away with a few more right here. In fact, we'll have it like kind of join up in that cluster. There we go, and then just a couple there, and there. Just like as it thins out. Now, this building is actually fairly nice looking, no matter what angle you come at it from. So I think we're just going to connect a path. I think we're just going to connect a path here. We don't want to use the trade school path, though, because it doesn't match this concrete. So I should just be able to do that. And then, excuse me, over here, I should just be able to do that. I can't, so I'm turning on that again and be able to do it anyway. Hopefully grab that node and just poop it right back like that. Cool. And over here, it isn't connected, but it's about to be. There we go. And then we can just do kind of like what we have here, just a couple of these trees scattered a little bit. I don't think we want too many because the building is, one, got windows on every side, but two, it's a fairly architecturally significant building, I would say. I mean, you don't want to hide that. You don't want to cover that up. Back here, maybe we can do a few more since there's not windows on this side. Still leave that nice corner exposed. Yeah, that works. And then maybe just a few more right here on this corner. Just to make it feel a little more secluded when you're back there, but not too closed in. And then here, maybe we could go back to the junipers. Where were those? This way? Yeah. Maybe just a couple of junipers, like, along this walkway. I think that feels good. I think it makes it feel more planned instead of just having it all just sit out there. Looking pretty good. Now, back here in this little neighborhood, I would think that if you've got the larger backyards, you would just want that to either be like fenced off, each individual lot fenced off, or really heavily treed. I'm going to try to fence it, but these houses are so close together, I don't think it's going to work. So like if I turn off all my snap twos and like try to come between these houses, ooh, I can just get away with it. So like if I do that, bring this over a pretty significant distance here. I can't believe, oh nope, I didn't get away with it. Yep, it got rid of the zoning. Even though I didn't turn on the house, it got rid of the zoning. So I can't fence that. So the only other real option is to just put trees. I do see an opportunity, though, for some more pedestrian connectivity right here. I am all for making that connectivity. I'm starting to second guess having tree-lined streets. I feel like it's limiting on what I can do with actual landscaping down here. And we're gonna just come in here and tree this little neighborhood up. In fact, I'm gonna turn off auto density and bring it way up. Okay, strength way up maybe then. There we go. I just want to fill that in thick. They can just have lots of trees in their backyard. It's kind of what my backyard looks like. No joke. I mean, we have pretty much a wide open backyard, and then suddenly it's not. Suddenly it's just trees. And then across the street is like a hunting camp. Of course, they want lots of trees. Yeah. Oh. Check something. I don't think you can. Yeah, you can't really, because of the way our security camera is pointed, you can't quite tell. But that is my backyard. You can see in our yard there's not a lot of trees, but then in the neighbor's yard, right behind us, tree, and almost every one of those are evergreens. And if you look closely, you can see across, like there's a street in front of them. And that's the street, kind of like right there, and you can just see it's thick woods, just thick woods back there. Um, and it kind of starts right there. So like that side, and then over that direction are more woods. There's just woods everywhere. Yes, that was my actual backyard, and that was actually live footage from my backyard. Don't you feel special? Thick woods kind of scare you? Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. See, I haven't decided if I want to build any more to this neighborhood or not. If I do, it's going to require a lot of terraforming. What I think it might be more useful for is getting a connection down to here, because I think I'm going to just flatten a lot of this out and build out like a separate little town over here. Maybe they would just have their own highway entrance, but then that's really close to that exit ramp. I just don't know what the best way to bring that in, other than maybe bringing this under the highway and up and over, and then connecting it again, like with a bridge right here by the railroad bridge, and it comes over that way. But this is all... Oh, I'm on the wrong side. This is all a different elevation. So I don't know that this would be the side I would want to connect it on. Yeah, I'm good with calling this area done. I think it'd be better to connect it following this and maybe coming over here and bridge over that. Coming that way, because this is already flat right here. I think that might be the better plan. But if it came over here, then that's a direct connection. I don't know. I'm putting trees there for now. I'm just going to live with it. Let's turn this density way back down. I'll leave it on auto density, and it will pretty much work as auto density. For now, we're just going to tree that whole area up. Unspoiled beauty. Okay, cool. Now, over here, I am torn as to what I want to do behind this campus area. I think, I don't know, it needs something. There's a fountain, there's more statues there, so it needs something. But I don't know what that something is. Maybe fence of some sort? Just to give it a bit of separation there. Can I clear it? How is that not running straight to the road? Is that gonna clear it? Trying to knock you off. Yeah, that just clears it. So if we just bring a fence in, just like in behind that. That's not enough. I just don't know what this needs back here. And this is one of the limitations I'm running into with snow maps. Like, I've tried doing a detailing video, but I quickly just got frustrated with it because you're just so limited in what you can do with landscaping. Because so much of it is just more white and doesn't really, it gives you texture, but it doesn't give you any color. So really, you're just kind of stuck with evergreens. That's your choice. Yeah, you know, sure, I could put in a bunch of rhododendrons, but they don't do anything, and at a distance, you don't even really see them anyway. I guess we could put some of these bigger ones here. I like how fluffy they look. Careful, I'm not getting those too close to the highway. I don't want to break anybody's windshield. That would suck. You're going 70 miles an hour down the highway and just smack into a branch. You might not even live to tell about that one. I guess that works. I don't know. Just not feeling it. Oh my god, what? When did we suddenly get traffic over here? What's the deal? It's everybody waiting to turn left, and not only do they have traffic, but they have pedestrians. They'll deal with it. They'll figure it out eventually. I guess we could use some rocks in some of this, and that might be alright. What just happened? I don't know what just happened. My Twitch thing over here, what's it called? Dashboard. It's just like, I don't know what it did. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw stuff moving. And then here, this little neighborhood, again, they just need some screening more than anything. So that's just a matter of, look at all the pedestrians. Wow. This is just a matter of bringing in just a pretty good thick bunch of trees. Just to make it feel a bit better. Not like you're just exposed to that busy road. Which that takes care of it. That makes it tons better. Let's just turn the brush back on and open some trees. And open some more trees right along through there. We might even do a fence right here. Do the park fence. Oh, that's zoned? Why would I zone that? That's... Nobody's ever going to be able to build there. It's not on a road. There you go away too. Why did I do that? You're going to bed? Alright, sleep well. Ooh, it's early. This is where I am. Now I'll just run a fence down here and that'll look lovely. Put the trees back in a minute. We'll bring it up this way since that comes in that way. Yeah, nice big space between the fence and the walkway so that the walkway doesn't feel too crowded. And then we'll just bring some trees back in. We must have a fire somewhere nearby. I hear helicopters and sirens. Yep. And now here, I don't want to make this any denser than it already is, or any more dense. Because there's some nice views of the river here. So I'm going to leave that alone. What's up, Zach? How you doing, buddy? I did it again with the stupid 2 squares. Yeah, our park's slowly burning down, isn't it? Yep. Ever so slowly, just burning down. Now I'm going to be obsessed with finding if there's any other houses that are broken. Which I saw one editing a video recently that I overlooked when I went looking for them, but now I don't remember where that was. Yeah, right there. You feeling better? Good. My parents both had it. They had a pretty mild case. My mom said it wasn't even as bad as like a cold. I don't think there's any more of those areas to hunt down right now. I don't see them if there are. Okay. It's back to detailing. So we got that filled in. I guess we may as well. What are you complaining about? How do you not have enough buyers for products, my dude? Look, you've got this guy right here, which, by the way, I want to fix something. Don't import. Yeah, how can you not have enough buyers? Because not only do you have a warehouse you can go put crap in, but you can just go export it. Like right over here. Just boop, done. Export it. So what's your problem? Ow. I want to move this elsewhere. So let's, I know this is detailing. I know it's going to be. Yeah, I'd be glad about that too, man. Is this still the 4-lane? Let's switch this to highway. No, let's leave it. Let's leave it to 4-lane. That'll be fine. So let's bring this a little further this way. Let's look at our slopes here. Let's bring it out to there. And then curve around and follow the railroad around here. Easier said than done. So let's bring it here and follow the railroad. I want to get this to come down here and go underneath the railroad. But I want it to be kind of straight on it when it gets there. So let's get that to line up. I know I want to go straight under there. So let's get that through. Like, actually, the highway isn't perfectly straight there. There we go. And then we can just use our mod to make the curve for us. So click there, bam, connect. And then up here we can do much the same, though I want to bring this out just a little bit. Actually, I could probably make this connection on my own just fine. Yeah, that works. Well, and that gives me more room for future expansion here for stuff. In fact, I think I want to move, like, waste facilities over here. But at the same time, I want to save enough room for another row of snow dumps. So this isn't going to stay. I just want to kind of plan this out. So if we do that, that would let me get in 2 more, and I can get 1 more, maybe even a couple more down here. And then bring this road across. Hadoop. This isn't still a 4-lane road, is it? So then that's 10, that's 20, and then go up. Then if I go up, yeah, this is where we could move. Actually, no, we couldn't, because this would have to have this come in behind it. Right there. This is quite frustrating. Can I get rid of you now? Yes. I'm going to get rid of that before it starts filling up. I want to have a place to put some sewage treatment out here, but man, I'm just not... I don't think I'll be able to. That would fit like 2 of them. Once we have them unlocked. We don't have the ones unlocked that I want yet. I just don't like it being over there. I don't know, it's just, it bothers me a lot. I don't like this whole little area in general. Like, I want to move this waste processing, waste transfer inside of here. So we're going to empty it out real quick. Let me speed up time. It doesn't take long to empty these garbage trucks go. Empty it, done. And then you can relocate it. We're going to just drop it up here inside the quarry. It could be like their own private trash pickup. Cool. Once again, I'm going to pause. And we are going to go ahead and move these for now. These are just messing with me, man. You know? Sometimes you have something and it's just bothering you. And you gotta fix it, even though it's not the thing you're really meant to be working on right now. Yeah, that's what's happening here. I'm so much happier now. But eventually I want to move, like... The goal is to slowly transition all of this industry out of here and to elsewhere. I just don't know where that elsewhere is. So, I mean, there's really no good place to do it. I mean, we could, I guess, just have some industry here leading up to the mining operation, but I kind of like that it fits back there all by itself. I think that's good. So now we can just forest this in, which is kind of what I was wanting to do. Some of it won't look like it's growing for a while because of the pollution that was around. Hide this atrocity of a railroad. It's these bridges that I don't like. I just don't like them. And it's just to screen that from the view of the highway. You know, when people are coming into your town, you want to make sure that what they see is not ugly. You know, that's their first impression. You don't want them to come in and their first impression be wastewater processing. You want their first impression to be, oh, look at all the lovely trees. This is such a great place for winter outdoor activities. It's very outdoors. I mean, pretty much if you walk outside your door, you're very outdoors, but you know what I mean. All right, moving on. I think I'm okay with leaving, like, a lot of this campus just kind of sparse. We can maybe bring in, like, just a row of trees just kind of in behind these homes, just to give them a little bit of separation from that campus fountain area. Pretty sure these are all houses. Yeah, these are all houses, yeah. We just kind of like line this area a little bit. And then come back in here and give them a lot of seclusion from each other. And like these poor people that live right here on the side, that'll prevent those headlights from people on the bridge shining into their house. And we'll just continue that line down this way. So we're back down to a 4-star campus, but I'm okay with that. It doesn't have to be 5 stars all the time. I just want it to be. So then back here along this path, again, nice place for some trees. In fact, we'll just go ahead and make this playground feel really well protected. I want to be careful on the corner there. You don't want to mess up traffic sight lines by having trees. Because then they'll pull out in front of somebody and get T-boned, and then they'll sue the city for planting trees there. Like, well, if the city hadn't planted a tree there, I would have never hit. I would have never pulled out in front of that guy, and he would have never hit me. So just that little bit of detailing can make things feel so much better. Just coming through here and just mixing it up. Why is there such a big gap here? Apparently it was intentional. Put in a couple of these bigger ones. Right here in that gap. And then we'll switch back to kind of for number 2. Give these homes a little bit of privacy from each other. And from the police station? Yeah, please. That's commercial anyway, though, so it's fine. A couple there, and a couple more there. That looks so much better. And then we've got a lot of space here, so I think we're going to go... In between each of these houses is pretty big gaps, so we're just going to fill them with these big trees. A few of these spaces a little closer to the highway. Yeah, this neighborhood's already having more of the feel I wanted to do. It's the town proper ends. It's on this side of the highway, but when it comes out this way, it ends like right behind these buildings. So all of this back here is just county. It's not in the town. The town has not annexed any of that. So I wanted this to feel a little bit more out there, even though it's really close to the town. I just wanted it to feel like it was a bit more secluded than you would initially suspect, being that close to the town. And I think these trees give that feeling. Just make it feel more rural than it really is. Not that this place is a big, bustling metropolis. I mean, we're bouncing back and forth between 23 and 25,000 people this entire stream. You thought I wasn't paying attention. So that'll probably be the end of the neighborhood there, so we'll make these a little thicker and then give a little privacy to that cemetery. Same right there. Cool. Again, not doing anything here yet because a lot of this is going to change. Plus, it's industry, and I don't know about you, but most of the industrial areas I've driven through aren't pretty. They don't hire a whole lot of landscape architects, except for like big, like corporate, like branches, like GM and the people who make French's mustard had a manufacturing plant for, I don't know, maybe mustard for all I know. And they had a very, very manicured campus. It was quite nice. Still a bit too much white space here. I know I'm just kind of all over the place. That's because that's what I wanted to do tonight was just jump in and look around and see where Pine Pass needed some love. And we haven't even gone across the river yet. Out on the other side, where the rest of the campus is. There's still much to do. Can I really not put a tree there? That's rude. It's rude. That's all I got to say about it. Go with this area. Just a couple of these big boys. And we'll leave that open. Oh, we've got these corner areas open, so we don't really need to leave this open. No real good reason. Those trees just dwarf these. And I felt that these were tall the last time I was. Alright, so earlier we had 2 visitors and 1 tourist to the Christmas tree park. How many do you think it is now? Do we have more visitors and more tourists? We have less visitors but more tourists? By the way, visitors are people who live in the town. Tourists, obviously, people from outside. So we had 2 and 1. Hey, we have 2 and 2. So same number of visitors, 1 more tourist. That area I just want to leave alone for now. Oh my god. They tried to burn down the nature center. I think the nature center has enough landscaping. Like, I don't want to bring in a bunch of trees by this observation deck, because then what are you going to see? Just trees. So, you know, you want to leave that nice and clear. So you're not going to look up the hill at an observation deck, so that's good there. Matter of fact, you can even argue, or make an argument for clearing some of the trees here at this thing, because a few of those are really blocking the view. And if not getting involved, then at least thinning it there. Yeah, see, that's a lot better now. You can actually see something. That's better. Nature reserve, bulldozing trees for the view. That's what we did. But I like how our park just kind of disappears into all these hills. Like, there's bouldering sites, there's camping around here somewhere, I thought. Maybe not. Really thought there was. Yeah, there's camping and hunting cabins. Excuse me. And all kinds of great stuff, but it all blends in really well to the hillside and hidden by the trees, so you don't even really notice it just looking. Which is kind of what you want out of a nature reserve. You want it to be as much of unspoiled beauty as you can, so I just planted a bunch of trees there and left it at that. So that's got mostly everything this way done. Again, not touching this area or this area. It's got out. Oh, so did I say this is essentially like just pouring lighter fluid on your town? Like, how did this fire even start? I can understand this if it was during thunder snow, but at least the fire department's quick to get everything put out. There you go. Just a couple trees burning gently in the background. So we have this side of the campus, which the back side of this is just trees. I don't know that I'm in love with doing more tree-lined roads, because I'm not really happy with how they look. We're just not. We don't really have any over here. I thought we did. What if, instead of this ugly tree here, we went to our friend, who I still think sounds like a hip-hop rapper. That's better. At least it has more presence. Guess we'll do that. But it doesn't have to be everywhere. Like, I'm pretty sure I want to get rid of the trees in front of this so I can do my own landscape. My nose itches really bad, if you can't tell. What I need to do here is turn on that. Wait, I've done this already. Do these just go away when you reload? It must. I've gone through here and put these trees in once before. Well, no, when I go to record the next video, if these aren't here, that the ones you place using Anarchy get poofed out of existence when you reload the game next time. I think we need the thick canopy of trees there. In fact, I almost wondered, do we have this 4-lane highway with sound walls? We do. I think there's an argument to be made. Just actually going all the way, because we are going to build eventually over in this area. Just going to take those all the way out to the bridge. Makes for a very claustrophobic driving experience, but whatever. Why are these areas not zoned? Like, I know why that one's not. I don't know why the rest of them weren't. Saving the zone a little bit here. Though, is this the reason? Do we have weird? Nah, it's fine. Let's give that a little bit of space off that book club. And now this, however, is a bit too hilly, I think. I'm gonna try getting just that zoned, and maybe there and there. Possibly there. See what that looks like once those buildings come in. So here we have just another random fountain, because of course we do. Because you have to do stupid attractiveness score for every damn campus. Never quit being salty about it. You can't make me. And again, I think for a lot of this, the answer is just a nice thicket of trees. I don't think it needs anything more than that right through there. Other than some traffic, naturally. What's happening here? This was fixed. I had traffic sorted in this town. And this was flowing fine. Like, just fine. Okay, one problem is that they're stopping right there. Not yielding, but just stopping. Because there's that gap. So we can resolve that. Let's also turn off pedestrians there. Not necessary. So that'll help them go in this way and get to their lanes quicker. What's up? We had this working just fine. Why the stoplight's not there anymore? Where'd the stoplight go? Very peculiar. We need to do some actual like landscaping here, like pushing some dirt around. Because we've got a big drop off here, and I want to make it better. So I'm gonna, whoops. I'm gonna screw it all up, so I'm gonna bring this out just a wee tiny bit, and kind of here, and then see about making this look a little better. I'm gonna try with the slope terrain tool. Go from here and start like here and just slope that out. That works. Here, cool. And here. I'm surprised this works as well as it does. Maybe just hit the soften train right there. Still better. I think this area would look good with some rocks or something instead of just a bunch of trees. We could even just like paint in a path. I mean, there's no park here, but no, that doesn't fit. I was hoping that would fit there. Oh, we don't have zoning enabled there. Interesting. We can put this here. Or I could just make my own walking paths. Yeah, 'cause I don't like how just perfectly symmetrical that is. Not my cup of tea. So we're just gonna freeform some paths into here. Get a connection, like. And this is just gonna kind of like make a little ring around his path connections. I didn't say anything to you, Google. Go away. Freaking Google Assistant, man. Just the worst. Constantly like, what? Huh? You need something? No. Leave me alone. I don't know. It's something. That's for sure. Connection there. It'll be fine. I want rocks and things. Here. Well, let me have that. Let me have that right there because that would look perfect. This way it's got the overhang leading to the corner. I dig it. Cool. Bit excessive. Excessive. Maybe get away with a few of these. Kind of mingled over each other. Maybe not. I mean, exactly two of them. Everything else is too big, yeah. Ooh. Barely fits. It's never gonna fit here, though. So let's just get a bit of a connection here between these two. Cool. And then maybe just one more. Oh, I got rid of my path. I didn't mean to. Didn't mean it. Fuck off, Google. My phone over. Normally it's my Google Home that does it, but today it's my phone. Just constantly thinking that I'm activating its keyword. Like I'm not. Be gone, foul beast. So we will once again go with these taller ones, but not quite as dense as we've been doing. Be a bit more judicious. Is that the word? Sure, let's go judicious. And on this side, we'll split the halves again, split the halves again. Nothing too precise. I'm not measuring it out, but just on my eyeball, and I think that looks pretty spiffy. So over here, we gotta kind of go ways. Yep, we're good. I think looks pretty good. And then we'll just continue that right down along the side. Again, this isn't an actual part, but it looks like one. And that's good enough sometimes. So up here where the train is doing all kinds of weirdness. Let's see if we can't fix some of this weirdness here. I don't know why I was in my zoning tab. Yeah, I do. I wanted to make sure I didn't mess up my zoning, but I think we'll be alright. Yeah. Just need to bump this off a little bit so that I can then smooth the rest of it out. those houses that are just below. Because right now, you know, it looks like they're waiting on a landslide. And not even the good one by Fleetwood Mac, just an actual landslide. That down and just kind of tap this. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Just kind of tap with the smooth tool and see if I can't get something a little better here. Oh, yeah, that's about as close as I can get to that building. Okay, cool. We can hide the rest of that with more trees. Same two damn trees we use for everything. Yay! So how's everybody's weekend going so far? Hope you're all having a good one. Mine has been interesting, though we had a lot of fun earlier today on the community stream. A lot of laughter had. It was good playing with everybody again. If you weren't there for it, we were on Mega's Games, which is a GTA 5 based interactive server. How did GTW go? GTW. I don't know what GTW means. That might be a little too close. That's fine. And then I'd like some rocks here. I'm not going to do paths or anything. They just keep getting bigger and bigger, don't they? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I only click one. It's big. Oh, I'd really like to have that one. That's really close to those businesses, so I don't get to have that one. So instead, we'll put like that one there. And we'll bring this one into it. Beautiful. Absolute rock perfection. Just a couple of these. Down on the ground for filler. And maybe just a few small ones here. Yes, like it. Looking better. What's your problem? Why did you build there? You built that house. You upgraded it to that house. What are you expecting to have? Oh, you want much higher land value. I see. I see. You're just borderline off the good land value, dude. Just like... Is it really that bad? That traffic is gonna kill me, man. That is... I wonder how much of that's people moving in, though, because the city population is still growing. We're almost up to 26,000 now, and I zoned, what, like, enough for maybe 50 people? So it's not the zoning that I've done that has burned it up. So I'd give you a park, but nothing fits there. Wait, nothing. I think you're just going to have to be unhappy, my friend. I don't really have a whole lot I can do for you. So I'm going to make this nice and dense right here. Again, it's just about that sense of separation. Especially because these are supposed to be affordable single-family homes. You want to give them that... Not seclusion isn't the best, right? Or best word. But just that sense of being protected. Even though it's just, you know, a bunch of pine trees in the middle of the woods. So, not really going to protect you a lot. but it feels more intimate. It feels maybe a little safer. Except for the, the bears that are going to be in those woods. Come out, eat your children. What is up? What is all this traffic? Garbage truck, tourist. Yeah, see, we don't have any way for tourists to currently get into town other than cars. Which is a little... It is what it is, but we're not going to do any tourist transportation until we get to over here and start getting all of that up. This is another area that we just need to come in with the tree brush and just spam some trees just to give that forest a bit of separation. This neighborhood needs a little bit of seclusion away from the highway. Yeah, that feels pretty good. What are you? So you're alright being exposed like that, but we will put in just a couple trees. Like so. Just to... I don't want to completely blocking the views of everything, because you would think if you had the commercial property that backed right up against a highway, if the city zoning would allow it, you'd have the name of your business laddered on the side of your business. And especially if you're organic market. Might watch, be safe. Might with an M. I drink this soda. Looks like anime. There's a bowling alley in there? You say so. I love that these buildings look like they're mixed use, even though they're not. Like, you can see that being retail on the bottom and these being lofts up top. I'm really hoping Cities Skylines 2 gives us actual mixed use buildings. I think that would be fantastic. We're gonna go back to our junipers. Get these upgraded. And then again, just some screening. I think I'm gonna go back to that big one though. Could just do a fence right here. Let's just do a fence right here. Just start with. We will add some screening as well, but for now, I think the fence will give us a lot of what we need. Yes, it does. And now we can put in just a few signature trees, just something to anchor the area. Where are you? You? Yeah. I mean, just one there. And there. Cool. The rest of them we'll do. Now, first, we're gonna leave this area all open. That's just kind of, oh my god, I just planted that tree. How's it on fire? Just leave it kind of open because, you know, that's where you could go fly a kite in the middle of the winter. Right here in that area. That's what people do, right? They fly kites in winter time. Totally. I'm sure people tonight in Nome, Alaska are out flying kites. I have no doubt about it whatsoever. What, the tree that just spontaneously caught on fire? Like that? Twitch just tried to play a dominoes ad and failed. Twitch fails at a lot of things. At domino. That's hilarious. There, that part feels a bajillion times better now. Might just, like, screen the gazebos a little bit. That works. Just unbelievable. It's just the same 3-4 trees that I'm using over and over again, but it just feels better. Oh, this is where we can do a big rock formation. We're gonna spam this guy in there now. Bit much. Cave, but they're too big as well. This will be alright. That's fine. In fact, we might be able to like combine a couple of these. The one like mega formation. I have a thing I have to do soon. Unfortunately. Wish I didn't, but I do. And get as many of these trees back in as we can without getting them on top of the rocks. I wish the rocks didn't have such a large hitbox around it. For them. They all do. I'd like to be able to put some trees in there. So there you go. Come to the city park. You can go rock crawling or climbing. So icicles coming down the side. I think it's just the street snow. Awesome. So the only places that are left to really... Oh yeah, I noticed this in editing that I forgot to zone this. Like, I noticed it actually in the editing of 3 different videos or 2 different videos. Maybe it was 3, because I sat down and recorded a bunch of Pine Pass on Thursday of last week, I want to say it was. Like a lot. And when I was editing, I'm like, man, I need to go ahead and fill that in. And it really annoyed me every time. It was like, because I was editing, so I didn't want to stop and fix it. Just fence this area in here. Oh, come on. You can make that. Yeah, you can. Ah, no, you can totally make that. What is wrong with you? See, look, you had no problem with it. I don't know what you're on about. This one, however, is going to be tricky. Bring that up. It just doesn't like this road. That's part of it. Just want to grab this segment. Can I have move it, please? I have clicked 3 times. I hate this fucking mouse so much. You just move it and bend that. Maybe not quite so sharp. There we go. I should have never bought a second Razer mouse. And the only reason I did is because I wanted a new keyboard, and I got a new keyboard. That was a Razer keyboard. And it came with a free mouse. Like the mouse that I had paid like $129, $139. That came with a dock. This one was just the mouse, but I was able to, obviously since it's the same mouse, I could use the same dock that I already had. And 2 things happened with them in short order. One, let me turn it off real quick so we don't wind up scrolling here. I don't know how well you can see this. So I can get it in the light here. But right, focus. Right there, the texture, since that's where I hold the mouse, the texture has rubbed off, and it just feels so cheap now. And the second thing is, a lot of times in games, like I click, I feel it make the click, but it doesn't actually do anything. And it's not just games. And the keyboard, and this is, I think it all comes down to the software, obviously not that bit. The keyboard mechanically is fine. But a lot of times I'll be typing, and as you do on a keyboard, and it'll just suddenly repeat a letter as if I was holding it down. No, there's nothing sticky in the keyboard. Nothing's ever been spilled. There's nothing down in there. I clean it out regularly. So it's not like that. And it's just random keys. So, if it was just the same keys all the time, I would say, yeah, there's something down the keyboard. But it's not the same keys every time. It's just random keys. Or the one thing that really gets under my skin with this keyboard, more than anything else, typing along, sentence, word space, word space, word space. And it'll somehow manage, I don't know if I type faster than the software can keep up with sometimes or what, but it will sometimes manage to put the space, like, it happens the most in 2-letter words. Like if I type the word he, it'll put, and of course, a word before and a word after. But it'll put the space before the H, then put a space after the H, then put the E in, and then put another space, and then, or no, it won't put another space, and it'll put the E on the next word. So it's like it's getting my space in the wrong sequence. And I know I'm not typing that way. Because I mean, well, because I know how to type. And I've never had this happen before, so it's not like, why would it be a skill issue if you would think I would have seen it before if it was just me being a bad typist. I guess that's what I'm trying to say here. There we go. This is feeling much better. I think honestly here by these parking lots, I don't see the need to not zone that. Maybe like that and put a fence. I mean, it's part of the high school over here, but I don't know. I don't see the need to just leave that open. Now this other side, sure, we can put some trees and landscaping, but I don't see the need to leave that open back there. And what we'll do is find the juniper again. I know I can just find it to find things, but stubborn. So we all get to just deal with it. Lovely. Absolutely. Let's find some more pine trees here. Let's switch to something different for a little while. Getting a bit in a rut. It's just... it never ceases to amaze me just how much more alive the city feels just by going through and plopping down some trees. You don't even have to get like super intricate the way some detailers do. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But, oh, there's a Christmas tree at the skating rink. But just enough to add in, some life in the form of trees. I wish these were a little taller and a little skinnier so that I could get these behind here too. Just a row right down the side. Though, what a view. Is that an office or a shop? It's an office. How cool would it be to just like look out the window and watch the ice skating show? Maybe it wouldn't be. Maybe it'd be like, I wish I was ice skating too. I want to go ice skating. I don't want to do these spreadsheets anymore. Which, who doesn't want to do spreadsheets all day? What's wrong with you? I want to do spreadsheets all day. I love spreadsheets. Though not all day. I do get a little bored with them after a while. These areas back here, it's dark, but we can use some greenery. Let's again switch back to this one. These are some taller buildings. Let's give them some more substantial trees in these gaps. Hey Tay, how you doing? Not really a gap there. You're okay? Good. You're okay. And over by the street edge, we'll put the smaller ones. Yes, look at it. Just feels so much better. And it really helps these curved areas because I left a lot of gaps anyway. Just because I didn't want the houses all right up against one another. I wanted this to feel a little bit more well thought out for people to have views of the water and build the same house 4 times in a row. Boy. I know it's only 3, but still. Like that. This hurts me when I do that. So what you're saying is you got a big case of the itis right after you ate. I can relate. I'm actually feeling pretty sleepy myself. I got up. I've been getting up really early, so that I'm up to in case my mom needs anything when my dad leaves for work. I don't know if I'm just like getting adjusted to that schedule or what, but I woke up like I didn't go to bed last night till I don't know, like 12:30. But I woke up this morning at 6, so not only that, but right before the stream, I too had some foods and feeling it. Though here in a minute, what time is it? 7:09. Okay, I'm good. Soon I have to go though. I have a thing I have to tend to. I need to leave around 7:30 to go tend to that. This is just looking so much better. I'm so happy that I decided to do this. I wasn't sure what to stream tonight. I'm like, what do I want to stream? And then I remember, you know, every time I edit Pine Pass, I keep thinking, man, I really need to sit down and do some detailing in that city. Now here we are. Wow. Wows. Whoa, hello, Thunder Snow. These are all businesses backing up to residential, so let's do a thick row of trees right here, just to screen the houses. That doesn't really have anything behind it. There we go, and then we'll come back in over here and just fill this area in a little bit better over here by the, what is it, a bookstore? Yeah, campus bookstore. I know you think the campus is way over there, but no, it's way over here too. And then on these ends, I'm kind of okay with them having like bigger side yards because we've got a nice canopy here, kind of blocking all that, and I think that's good. I do see an area that could really benefit for some trees, or from some trees, though. That's just right here. I don't know how well the forest brush tool's gonna get it, though. I might have to place these manually. Fill in the middles of all these squares, just... because what else are you gonna do with it? Lovely jubbly. And we'll come back to that other area. Bring that canopy. I know you paid to have a riverfront lot, but oh well, you don't get to see the river. This road and these houses are causing me some issues with the terrain right here. See if I can do anything to make this a little bit better. Smaller than that. Bring this out into the river. I know it looks like madness, but trust the process. So you bring that out, and then you grab your softened terrain brush, bring the strength down. Maybe even a little less than that. And then soften this upper edge. Back down. And work your way down. Sure, and you should be able to get it to look like the rest of it that was here already. Without having those weird lumps where the buildings on the road are. Vast improvement. Vast improvement. So I'm not gonna block too many views here. Oh wait, I'm not gonna be here and finish this. I don't want to block too many views there, but I do want to give them just a bit of separation from each other. And this traffic, why wasn't it going back down? Like I did, like 2 or 3 episodes ago of this that are recorded for YouTube are fine. I fixed it. And it wasn't even all that difficult. It was just a matter of changing some lane arrows. Because they were all fighting to turn down the same damn road. So keep this as closed off from that road as possible. I think that's about all we're going to get out of it. Because again, I know it's just a video game, and in real life you would want to preserve that view coming this way so people that are coming out this way can see if there's oncoming traffic. It's always nice to not pull out into another car. And here on this side, I'm going to go a little bit denser again. Just to shield this side of our faux park from the big road. Just kind of scattershot some trees back here. Cool. And then back up to over here. We're going to fill this all in. There is a fire somewhere again, because there's the fire helicopter over there gathering water. Where are you going? Over there. It's already out. Too late. Now we know why this city burns all the time. They never get there in time. Whoop, that is the wrong key. So, let's see. Here, let's just bring like a line of trees in between each house, but not very far back. That would be just fine there. We are going to hide the bridge and the highway a little bit from these people. Whoa, we did not want to do that. Undo. Let's grab this. Grab that. And put it back. There we go. I will eventually pick a tree to go in there, but not right now. I just think there's merit in that being just open, though I might have some more houses there now that I flattened some things out right here. Can I? Look, I'm clicking when you just... Good. And I'm gonna... A couple more in there. I'd rather have houses there and preserve the views for the people across the street. Well, then that means I can just go ahead and shield all that in now. Stomach's growling. I ate just before stream, I don't know why. I think we've done some good work. There's still a lot more to go. But we've definitely done some good stuff. I am going to just hit this area with a pretty strong forest brush and just kind of hit or miss these areas that don't have stuff in them. Just real rough passes here. It just adds in some trees to some areas that are a little blank without having to be too overly detailed in it. There we go. It's clearing up. I don't want parking there. That looks stupid. Why would I let people park on the side of a highway bridge? I know one thing I wanted to do. There's no reason for this to be road. This should be highway. There we go. And now all of this should highway. This is, I prefer that to be ramped. I'm gonna have all that be ramped? No, yeah. It's fine. But I don't have any zoning along this area anyway. So why not just leave that be a highway piece, let them get some speed heading out of town? I think it makes sense. Do we have a dedicated turn lane there? Yeah, I don't think we really need dedicated turning lanes. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. I go back and forth on using them. Sometimes it seems like they cause more problems than they start, because then you have frequent lane changing and all of that. But I think that makes more sense to have that be highway. In fact, I want to make this bit here a two-lane highway. What's that? I know it exists. There it is. Nope. Yep. There. Yeah. So you just make it all highway, and that's what we need. But that means I probably now have to fix my arrows, because we don't want these guys coming up here and then making a left. We only want them going straight. What I'm saying is I don't want them using this as a U-turn. So we've gone through and made sure they can't go straight across, or left to use this as a U-turn, and now they can't use that as a U-turn either. But I just don't want to clog it up with traffic wanting to do U-turns. Happens at 7:20. Yeah, I should probably wrap it up so that I can make sure I get to where I need to go. One last little thing I see that I want to do, though. And then we will indeed wrap it up. Let's use the forest brush. Ooh, not like that. Never like that. Bring that back down and just go do there. That did nothing, so we will manually do it. And we're going to do it with a different tree now. Just give a nice bit of separation for that sidewalk back there. Just to make that feel very, very secluded. And you would think that would make it feel maybe a little unsafe, but there's plenty of lights and it backs up to all those houses, so I think it would still feel okay. And then I just want to try to get a row in here without them overlapping that highway too much. Again, don't want branches sticking down into the roadway. That would suck. But hey, if it ever happens to you, be sure to send in your dash cam footage. It cracked me up when I posted a dash cam video on my channel. The number of those dash cam compilation channels, that's all they do. They don't have any of their own original stuff. One asked me in the comments, the rest of them emailed me. I would like to use your clip. I will give credit back to your video. I'm like, we can talk revenue share. If I can't share my revenue, I work hard to make those videos. I put titles on them, and I do all kinds of editing. I'm like, you don't do any kind of editing. All you do is put text on there that people send you. That's not editing. Well, if you don't want to do revenue share, that's fine. You know, but you can't use my video. I think this would have a sound wall. Right here by all of this. I mean, we went ahead and did all that back there, so maybe it's going to do all this too. Oh my god, this traffic, it's just so come and go. Like, it'll be fine, and then the next time you turn around, it's nightmares again. And it's all just tourists, isn't it? It is. We have got to get transit for tourists because they're all picking this as their entrance into the town for some reason. But anyways, I do need to get it wrapped up, and I think we've done a lot. We've definitely made the town look better. It's just kind of been running in the background, added like 2,000 people without really doing much. We did add a tiny bit of zoning, and we moved a couple things around. But for the most part, we didn't do anything but detail. I'm a lot happier with how it looks now, leading up into the ore industry. Again, you won't see this version of Pine Pass the way it looks right now for like 4 more weeks, because episode 10 just went live this week. This is from episode 14. So, okay. Let's see who we're going to raid tonight. If we even do. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of time to chill in a raid. Yeah, we can go raid Mo. He's playing Smash Jam. Mo's always a good dude. Call him Moist. Make sure you call him Moist. Guys, make sure you follow him on Twitter if you're not already. That way you get announcements of all my live streams, videos, and other nonsense that I post. And that you're subscribed on both YouTube channels first for edited videos, including now 2 Cities Skylines series. Ashley Academy is coming back soon. Almost ready to start recording the first couple videos. And of course, that second channel is where all the live stream VODs live in 1440p at 60 frames per second. Come hang out with us on Discord. There are your raid emotes. No, because the bot doesn't work. Because he's not subscribed anymore. Oh well. You just have to trust me that those would work. If you're subscribed, if you type that in, that would work. Anyways, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I don't know when I'm going to be live again. Hopefully tomorrow afternoon, but I'm just not sure. We will have to see. But we'll figure it out. Watch Twitter, watch Discord, and you'll know from there. Have a great night, everyone. Let's go say hi to